We have no idea, Robert Littell from BlackSportsOnline.com, we have no idea what's going on with the New York Giants and Odell Beckham Jr. and why they are now, it appears to be shopping Odell Beckham. So they gave him the vote of confidence, right? Which, as we know, has never really worked out with many head coaches. Like, the success rate from the vote of confidence to being out of a job, would you say, is like above 65%?
Yes, it's a tenuous situation.
It's a tenuous situation.
When a tenuous situation.
So let's just go on the record here and go over this one more time. Josh Brown hit his wife, was given a 2-game suspension. The NFL knew about it. John Mara knew about it. The Giants organization as a whole knew about it. Suspended 2 games. Welcomed him back with open arms. Odell Beckham Jr. appears to be smoking a blunt. Was not seen doing coke. It appears maybe that it was in the hotel room. I still can't make it out with this grainy-ass Nokia footage that we saw. Yet they're talking about shopping it. There's a double standard here, but more importantly, why are they even looking at shopping Odell?
I think we have the new Terrell Owens. The new Terrell Owens. And the thing about T.O., for you youngins that don't remember prime T.O., is that when he was in his prime, it's, you know, him and Randy Moss were the guys, you know, in the NFL. But T.O. became bigger than the team. He became a celebrity. And it rubbed people the wrong way, rubbed management the wrong way.
One thing, though, he never put himself before the team. He always wanted to win.
Yeah, and
at the end of the day, he always wanted to win.
And I don't think Odell's different in that regard.
I agree.
I think there's a lot of passion in just like there was a lot of passion in T.O. It's like with your passion, though, how are you placing it? And I think
that's up for interpretation.
See, that's the problem. That's why I think, and see, also I think it's really a media issue as well, because once they see they can latch on to a story,
great point.
Like Odell Beckham, you know, for the
like kicking the net.
Yeah, right? Once they see that, oh man, this generates ratings, this generates views, they kind of keep, you know, they looking for it. And I know, hey, I'm guilty of it as well. Like, hey, Odell's doing something that's gonna get, you know, let's put it up. Right. So I think he's in this situation now that he's a celebrity. It's not just a football player. A lot of great football players are just great football stars. They're not crossover celebrities. And he's a crossover celebrity, so that's a different type of spotlight. And he's young, and when you're young, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Nobody's going to tell me what to do, because when I get out on that field, I'm good at what I do. So he hasn't committed any crimes. I said this. His major crimes are not trusting IG models, being a little uber emotional, and wearing Timberlands on a yacht in Miami. You don't do that. Listen, people, if you're on a yacht in Miami, you don't need Timberlands. Like, don't do that.
I've never been on a yacht in Miami.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, the next time I go, I'm wearing Timbs.
You're wearing Timbs?
I'm wearing Timbs.
You're wearing Timbs?
Just to spite you.
Timbs. That's something that Trader Joe would do. He would wear Timbs on the yacht. Okay? Don't wear Timbs on the yacht. But that's what I think it is. I think if you're the Giants, you're like, the talent is here. You know the talent is here.
100%.
But do you want to deal with, not criminal, it's odd, they would rather deal with criminal stuff than just weird social media attention stuff.
Totally.
Like, I don't get it.
You're 23 years old, and you are the #1 athlete. Sorry to everyone else. You're the #1 athlete in the biggest market in America. So you know what's going to happen? A ton of attention at all times. Now the Giants are like, oh, well, we don't want this, and oh, yeah, we should look to trade him. Like, here's 2 parts. Firstly, we've seen how one team can build themselves through a trade like the Rams did with the RG3 debacle of a deal that Washington accepted. But at the same time, what they did was they had great scouting, a great front office, and they hit on their draft picks. If you were to get a first-round pick, that first-round pick is going to be scrutinized unless they come through and play. So you're already inheriting a huge risk because you know that one guy is a budding star who is in the conversation with Julio and AB, right? So he is a top 3, if not top 4, if you put AJ Green in there. Okay? So you know what you're getting already. You're inheriting the risk of then potentially having good players that you don't really know are going to pan out. So you're really risking more than you're getting back, right? So here's the last other thing. You're 24 years old. He has been passionate about the game, as you said, but I'm doing a story right now on Odell, like the untold story of Odell Beckham. You know what's going on? He has been committed to the game of football since he was a 4-year-old. Okay? This has been in his blood. All he cares about is football. So football players come in all shapes and sizes. You said T.O. Another one, for just an example, like Ricky Prohl is another wide receiver. Okay? Now, do you take not even the bad, but do you take some of the cringeworthy moments of like kicking a net where you're like, oh, come on.
Right.
Do you take that as passion or do you take it as childish? What the Giants should actually do is keep Odell Beckham, not chop him at all, unless you know that you're getting a certified, bona fide potential Hall of Famer in return, because you know what you're going to have on top of ratings? You're going to be relevant as long as he's healthy.
And I think teams, and we've seen this with running backs, they're trying to figure out, do you need a franchise wide receiver to go and win a Super Bowl? Because what have we seen? We've seen Patriots obviously win Super Bowls.
Eagles this past
The Eagles did not have they had solid guys.
They had really good
guys. You know, can you win with B+ receivers, B receivers? You know, do you need an A+ guy and like I said, we don't know this. This is what I'm saying. Media doesn't know this. We don't know what's going on inside that locker room. We don't know if it's we know the talent's there, but is it having a negative effect on the entire locker room?
Right.
That's just something we don't know. And are they thinking, like, maybe we get this guy out of here and we become more successful? Now, using the T.O. example, every team that got rid of T.O. in the short term was worse.
Yes.
They were not good.
Yes.
Now, I mean, it took them a couple of years and they got better. But the 49ers, the Eagles, the Eagles were set up to be the old Eagles, I'm saying.
Didn't the Cowboys think they had Roy Williams as a replacement?
Yeah, the Cowboys were not good. After that, it took them a couple of years to get back. It took the Eagles to now, really, to get back. They did not. They
had it with McNabb and T.O., and T.O. played on a broken leg, and afterwards it was just awful.
See, that's the thing. You got guys that are willing to play on broken legs, to show all this passion, but because they talk too much or they hang out with IG models, you're ready to just drop them instead of just look.
Right.
The Giants could have the owner could have looked into that camera and said, you know something, he's in the offseason, he's messing around with some girls, it's not criminal, not a big deal. What else do you guys want to talk about? And there's no story.
And that would have buried it.
That would have buried the story. Yeah. We're gonna, keep negotiating with him. We think he's a franchise player. And that, because if I'm Odell Beckham and I'm sitting there with my other IG model and I'm watching my owner.
Actually, was her name?
Who? Tuesday, okay, yeah. See, I'm like monthly, so I keep me back in December when I went. But he's sitting there and he's watching, he's watching the tweets, he's watching ESPN, he's watching the NFL Network, he's watching us, and he's like, man.
More importantly.
Yeah, more importantly, of course. I mean, he watches me all the time because, he threatened me, one time.
No, I didn't know
he
that.
threatened me. It was my fault, but he threatened me.
All right, well.
Well, I said he got in a fight.
You put the onus on yourself.
Yeah, I said he got in a fight in the club, and it was an impersonator.
Really?
Yeah, it was an impersonator. And I talked to a bottle girl.
Were you drinking?
No, I wasn't there. I did some reporting.
Okay.
And the bottle girl was like, yeah, Odell Beckham was here and he got into a fight. I'm like, really? Well, bottle girls, of course, Rob. They're very, reliable. I should have known better. But no, somebody, that's how you know you're famous. Nobody goes in and says, I'm pretending to be Ricky Pro.
Right.
I'm pretending to, but you go in there, you can get the haircut, the little blonde haircut, and you say, oh, I'm Odell Beckham, and next thing you know, you can get you some D-level, IG models.
Totally.
So super famous. So I think in the end, I don't think nothing's going to happen.
You think he stays?
Yeah, I think he stays. I think they're going to give him, not necessarily, here's the problem, the money.
Yeah.
Do they want to?
Well, he also wants more,
right? Do they want to invest this money? Do they not want maybe a Dez Bryant situation? Where Dez complained and whined and finally got the money.
But Dez also dug his own hole with what he did off the field.
Exactly.
Right?
Right,
so
which was actually criminal. Well,
it was.
It was a criminal stuff. He slapped his mama.
Yeah. Who slaps a mom?
Something? He slapped your mom. Like, I can never understand someone that, look, I'm not a fan, I'm a reporter, but it's very difficult for me to say, hey, I can be a fan of someone that slapped their mother. I can, say, hey, I want the team to win. And
right, the pulling up the pants thing at the mall, I don't give a shit about.
Yeah,
however, if you slap your mom, come on.
Come on, that's your mama.
Yeah.
I don't care what you've been through, that's your mama.
So let's think about this for a second. Odell did not hit a girl.
No.
He was not seen doing an illegal drug.
No.
He wasn't accused of having his pants down to his ankles at a mall.
No.
Okay, he didn't, I already said hit a girl. He hasn't done anything criminal.
No criminal.
All he did, was get in a fight with a kicking net.
Kicking net fight.
Okay. All he did was then make up with the kicking net.
Make up with kicking net.
And he was potentially smoking a blunt.
Potentially smoking. Overseas, not even in America.
I don't even know the laws in France.
Yeah, I don't know what the laws are per se. I don't know.
I know they are in LA.
I don't know how that works, but it's weed, man. That bothers me.
Well, that's another thing that the NFL is so backwards on. But another argument for another day. Do you think he stays?
I think he stays.
I hope so.
I think they're not going to give him the money right now. I think he's going to have to, and I hate to say prove it because, I mean, come on.
What do you have to prove?
Right. Yeah. But I think in their mind, they're like, we want to see if you can get through a season without any controversy, without being hurt, because we don't want to give you $17, $18 million like they gave Dez, and then 2 years later realize that he's washed.
Here's what I hope for Odell. I hope he gets exactly what he wants because he's deserved it. And he also put the Giants back on the map.
He did.
All right.
And saved Eli. Eli probably
and when he was out, he hurt Eli.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Eli probably's out, not with the Giants right now if they didn't draft Odell Beckham.
I agree. Yeah. I would have to agree. Let us know your thoughts. YouTube.com/TYT Sports.
Master Eli.